lost in old ways.
I'm not free.
Well, here goes nothing. Talk about another kind of world. Another kind of world.
What are you afraid of?
I'm lost in old ways.
I'm not afraid.
Just listen.
Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing today? It is a bit too hot for me today, so I don't have the face cam on. So I've moved everything around so that it suits like no face cam a bit more. It's actually cooled down a bit since last time I checked. It's in the mid-20s. It's like 21 degrees, 23 degrees at the moment. So, yeah, once my PC gets up to temperature fully, that's not going to be fun for me to stream in. Especially with a face cam and, like, extra lights and stuff on in my room, so I'm just not. So what we're going to do today, seeing as it's so lovely and warm in real life, and quite nice in game too, is we are going to get some hay made. Ironically, it's cooler in game than it is in real life. Good. I thought the stream looked very bland, and then I realized, hey, Dave, you've turned off all of the HUD. Let's get the minimap up again. Hello, Obey Bay. Sideways Gaming, you saw Chris Blattman and CD and Barn Lodge as well. How are we all doing today? I get the feeling chat's going to be a bit quiet for some reason. I just get that feeling immediately. Hello, Irish Gamer. How you doing? So I am using the wheel. You might be able to hear it kind of buzzing a bit in the background. I will be swapping over and back to like keyboard occasionally. For those of you who saw the video I put up this morning, the iRacing video, what did you think of that? What did you, do you have any opinions on me actually putting up, you know, sim racing content, seeing as I talk about it so much in the streams from time to time? Some people are in trash stream. Fair enough. I failed to mention that everybody in that race was a real person, like, racing at the same time. How come no cam today? It's too hot, Foxtrot. Like, add about 10 or 15 degrees onto the outside temperature and you get what temperature it is in my room. Outside right now it's 23 degrees. and my PC isn't up to temperature yet, but it's already getting kind of unbearable. More motorsports videos would be great. I will do like iRacing videos from time to time when I have a race that I particularly enjoy or that something really cool happened in. Like the race that I put up this morning, I was really impressed by the fact that I stayed 0.2 of a second behind that guy for a full lap. And just kind of did a really nice clean race, apart from the first and last lap incidents. Yeah, just kept it clean generally, which is surprisingly difficult at times. Do I have a fan to cool down? No, I've got a window that's open and letting in a bit of a breeze. That's pretty much all I have. So let's get over to field. We'll do field 30 next, seeing as it's just up the road. I'll try and get all the mowing done in one go, then come in with the windrower first, and then the hay mow after, because it's going to be a bit easier if the windrows are pre-made, I guess. Allows simulator gaming. It's going to be a bit easier to TED if the windrows are pre-made. It's looking like we'll be doing some harvesting very soon of potatoes and stuff. That is going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Are the fields like all ready to harvest? Growth? No, they're just kind of like fully grown now, not quite ready to harvest. No face cam. It's too hot today, farming man. It's just too hot, and when it gets to be this hot, I might be reasonably comfortable still, but I just don't feel like having my face on the stream because I know that by the end of it I'm going to be sweating like a pig. I'm at 25k in the hole because I'm playing on hard difficulty and I've been using hard workers. Do I like this tractor? I don't mind it. I think there's a lot of improvements could be made to it. Hello, Itchy. Like, this is a great tractor for what it is. Like, there's not many really workable small John Deeres out there, and this is one of the better ones. But I feel like it could do some improvements. Hey, Matthew. But yeah, simple reason behind me not having the face cam on is it's too hot, and when I have the face cam on, I've actually got extra lights on in my room, and they give off just a little bit of extra heat. It doesn't work very well. Sideways, that is in no way surprising. Have I anything to sell to get out of the hole? I don't necessarily need to just yet, Bradley. What deer is this? This is a 1630. I just realised I don't have this on fully level 4. This is John Deere 1630. This is by Arm Team. It's not the best convert in the world. But it's one of the very few good small John Deeres. There's, like, a lot of the good ones are huge, like the 8R, the 9RX. I think there's a good 9R out there as well. But there's very few good small ones out there, and small old ones in particular. It's like this is the kind of tractor that I just prefer using. Do I use Streamlabs to stream? I don't use Streamlabs OBS. But I use Streamlabs. Like, I use Streamlabs and OBS to stream. Hello, James. Let's get field 30 sorted real quick. So, plan number 1 is mow, plan number 2 is windrow, plan number 3 is actually TED, and then plan number 4 is get the baling started at the very least, and it's a strange mower. It's a sickle bar, or a finger bar, whichever you want to call it. It's an old mower. I'm using, on this map, old equipment, which adds to the challenge that I'm doing, where I'm not allowed to buy new equipment until I pay off the 300,000 euro loan I have. It's too warm today. I know that feeling, Rory. And I'm only making my room warmer than it currently is. There's a nice bit of a breeze coming in, but I don't think it's going to be enough to keep me cool for the rest of the stream. I actually have a can of Diet Coke because I feel like sugar's going to be something I'll need as well. Even though that's sugar-free, it gives me kind of a sugar rush anyway. But caffeine, maybe is what I'll need, considering it was so hot last night that I just couldn't sleep. Hello, Uliki. Buy a fan. Yeah, that's what people keep saying to me, but I keep saying to them that I have no money, so... It's a lot easier said than done. You Cyclone, you look like Zoidberg now. What do I record with? Also OBS. I pretty much use OBS for everything. Got sunburned. Yeah, guys, a little bit of like health advice right now. If it's really nice and sunny like today and there's no clouds in the sky, please, 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 please put on suntan lotion. Or like sun lotion, because whatever it's called. Because the UV index is going to be super high. There's no clouds to like refract some UV. It's going to be all the UV that makes it through the atmosphere is hitting the ground. So make sure and take care of yourself, because you don't want to get skin cancer and stuff like that. Any ideas of a British map you can play? West Coast, Oakfield, Cobra Park Farm, Sandy Bay, Thornton. More than enough British maps out there. Do I live in Ireland? Yes, I do. Or just do as I do and don't go outside at all, yes. Guessing too hot for camp? Yep. It's 23, 24 degrees outside, and my room tends to heat up quite a lot when it's warm and I'm streaming, so it's going to be probably closer to 30 by the time I'm done with the stream. If not closer to 40, so not going to be the most enjoyable stream towards the end for me, but oh well, we'll motor around and just enjoy the sunshine. Just wear a coat. Yes, go outside wearing all of the clothes you have and lose lots of weight. Excuse me while I open my can of Coke. There we go. Yeah, guys, like what you said, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that YouTuber nonsensey crap that everybody feels obliged to say. Hello, Sun Gaming. You 2 hours of PE tomorrow, 1 hour tennis football. Oh, good lord. Enjoy that, James. I don't know what the temperature's like over where you are, but here it's... Yeah, don't expect facecam anytime soon, I'll put it that way. From what I've been hearing from the weather forecasts. It is only going to get hotter this week, and yeah, fat man no good with heat. What's my favourite map? Cobra Park Farm. Believe it or yeah, Cobra. I think the West Coast is better, but I just like Cobra more. The West Coast, Oakfield are better maps, but Cobra just has an appeal to me that quality just can't outdo, and then advancements can't outdo. Southern England, oh, enjoy that, yeah. What's my favourite tractor? Massey135. I end up answering this every second stream, I swear. Massey135 is my favourite tractor. I think chat can now answer my favourite tractor for me. Like, it's the question that I am asked the most, other than Are you Irish? Yes. Do I watch any World Cup matches? No! No, 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 no. I watch bits of them when I'm downstairs, like sitting down, having something to eat, and they're on the TV, but that's about it, and I don't particularly care for the World Cup. Do I have a tractor? I do not. I don't live on a farm, I don't have a tractor, I've never lived on a farm, actually. Hello, Payne and Sons. That's my favorite tractor brand. JCB, believe it or not. They just keep coming out with good stuff. Do I like Drumard Farm? No. General rule of thumb is I don't like Irish maps. I get really annoyed by like one small thing that I fixate on and just can't enjoy them. Although Shamrock Valley is one of the... I think the only one so far in 17 that I've just been like, ooh, this looks nice. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to Lone Oak as well. That is a fantastic map by BulletBill. Yeah, badly did England lose in the end? Because I saw it was 6-0 at one point. I know England have a habit of choking in the World Cup, so how badly did they lose? How badly did they throw it away? I can't see. Too hot, Payne and Sons. I am just too hot, and it's, yeah. In fact, I'm just gonna stop up and do something real quick. Because I am overheating already. I'm just going for maximum cooling in the daving zones. Only conceded 1 goal. Oh. Do I ever do multiplayer? I do, but not in Farm Sim. If so, why don't I record it? Because it uses my real name. You might have noticed in today's video that there was no HUD at all up. That's because I was, like, iRacing uses people's real names, so my name in iRacing isn't RainbowDave, it's my actual real name too, because I forgot the original login to my account. So it's actually my second iRacing account. It's just like, do I like rugby? Yes. I find it's a very enjoyable sport to watch. And the rules are pretty straightforward. Once you know the rules of rugby, you know the rules of rugby. If there are changes, they're very clearly explained by commentators because they're simple. Parlez-vous anglais? S'il vous plaît? That was horrific French, but it might... I hope he knows what I tried to say. Could you, like... I hope you understand English. Could you please speak English, because my French is terrible. You mean Farm Sim multiplayer? No, I don't enjoy Farm Sim multiplayer at all. Cutting this field fast. Yes, this is what the circle style of mowing does. It is super fast around the field. I know people get annoyed when I do it because, oh, you're supposed to do straight lines because it's easier to windrow. Well, yeah, but circle mowing is faster to actually do. What mod is the mower? It's the... yes. Coon... or is it Far? Let me just stop up and check. It is... there it is. The Kuhn FA367T. It's a very old mower. Hello, BulletBill. Mr. 6th place in iRacing. I should have been higher. I should not have spun both those times. I'm really... well, the first time wasn't a spin. That was just an off. The second, I shouldn't have spun on the last lap. That really got on my nerves. Like, the first off, I was just being I guess overly cautious with how I came back on track. The second one was just me being an idiot and getting spooked. I would have been so angry at myself if I'd thrown that entire race away by ending up in a wall. Hello, Podge. Glengar's here. Hello, Glengar. I can't see you in chat, but hello. Is it like the one from the Classics pack? I'm pretty sure it is the one from the Classics pack. And in fact, I'm pretty sure the Classics pack that you guys keep seeing popping up in the testing list from Giants is the same Classics pack, and it keeps failing because the person who's converting it, I mean no disrespect to whoever's trying it, the person who's converting it maybe doesn't understand what the hell they're trying to actually do, and they just keep finding errors because it's converted up from FS13. It's not really intended to come this far. It was never intended to even go into 15, and it's just kind of... I think the mod is maybe committing suicide. Do I watch Formula 1? Occasionally, and I regret it every single time. Formula 1 is so dull. I watched the French Grand Prix and I thought ending under virtual safety car was fitting, because it was just a parade. Like, I was watching the Channel 4 coverage on Air Sports, and it was like, oh, this is the preferred passing spot in the race, turn 8, which is a corner that is after a really long DRS zone. So yes, of course it's going to be the preferred overtaking spot, because the drivers by that point have got the passes done, because it... Don't worry, but I'm not going to give you spoilers for winners or anything. Just know that the commentary is like overly focusing on the Mistral chicane, and it's just like, no, that's not why it's the preferred overtaking spot. It's because the DRS is an idiotic idea. The way that it works in, I think it's DTM, is much better, where every driver starts off with X amount of DRS uses per race. You can use them wherever, whenever you like. But you only get so many to use during the course of the race. That would be a much better method of doing DRS. I think DTM has really nailed it. There's a spider in my room. No! I was... Okay, fun little story involving a wasp. And me being an idiot, because of course all my stories seem to involve me being an idiot. Back when I was in college, a friend of mine had a wasp in his room. We were kind of living together at the time. Because it was cheaper, you know, 5 or 6 of us in the house. And there was a wasp in his room, and I was trying to just kind of shoo it out the window without killing it, and it like escaped from what I was using. I can't remember what I was using. And I just, out of nowhere, and not even meaning to, just went, oh no. I was just like, what was that noise? What noise did I even make? Just, oh no. Pretty much, Bill. It's like, I'm gonna use some words that I usually don't. Hamilton is a pretentious twat and I hate him. I just... Ah! The sooner he's gone out of Formula 1, the better. Like, he genuinely makes me angry every time I hear him talk. I want more people like Daniel Ricciardo who just do ridiculous crap because he thinks it's funny. What Maldonado? Crash Tour Maldonado. To be fair, we do have Crash Stappen. Speed is key. We watch rallying. I don't really watch rallying because I find it hard to watch, but I enjoy, like, well, I find it hard to find rallying programs, but I do watch rallying when I can. Crash on, who I solemnly swear will not be in Formula 1 this time next year, after his performance in totality this weekend. Where am I from? I am from Ireland. Actually, I went to school with somebody called Sarah Keating. What'd you miss? We're doing some mowing today, Patrick, so you've missed some mowing. And a funny story about me and a wasp. Me getting angry at Lewis Hamilton. What county? Tipperary. IndyCar's better than Formula 1? Yes! Very much so. IndyCar understand that for overtaking you need underfloor downforce and ground effects. Not just, let's strap more downforce onto the cars for overtaking. Oh look, there's no overtaking anymore. You don't need aerodynamic downforce in motor racing if you want overtaking. Good lord, Formula 1, you've got the world's top aerodynamicists and an idiot who doesn't know squat about aerodynamics is telling you this. It's more entertaining. It's less artificial, which is ironic considering it's an American product and they tend to be hilariously artificial. Liberty are to be, like, to be fair to them, they are trying to steer Formula 1 into a direction where they're less reliant on aerodynamic downforce. But I really genuinely feel like aerodynamic downforce is on its way out, definitely in Formula 1. Or it needs to be. I think going back to the 80s style of ground effects might actually benefit the sport. Yes, I did say going back to 1980s, or actually maybe 70s technology might benefit Formula 1 in 2018. Or 2019, 2020, 2021, whenever they finally decide to make the logical move and bring back ground effects. It'll benefit the sport. It'll benefit the racing. It'll be much better racing. No face cam, Chris. Chris never has his... I never have my face cam if I'm Chris. Brendan, look at your mistake. Sit in the corner of shame. They wouldn't agree for... Mercedes wouldn't agree with the Farming Simulator 19 changes. The FIA make the farm sim rules. I didn't know this, Bill. BulletBill enlightening us all that the FIA, the motor racing organization, come up with the farming simulator rules. Hey, Hamish. BulletBill's got farm sim on the brain, yo. Hello, Ryan. And Hamish as well, if I didn't say hello to you. 2021 regs are coming in the next few weeks. Yeah, they kind of need to, and the new WEC regs will be coming quite soon as well. And again, they need to, because the cars are due to... I'm not sure when the cars are actually meant to be coming out, because I've heard they won't be coming till, like, 2020, or they won't be introduced until Le Mans 2019, and there's a lot of confusion there. See you, Tommy. So that's 2 of the 3 fields mode. No face cam, Dave. There we go, Brendan. You can come out of the corner of shame now. No, it's too hot for face cam. I'm doing my damnedest to keep myself cool so that I don't get really angry from being overheating and overly hot. So yes, no face cam because I want to be in a good mood. I mean, I did have corned beef sandwiches earlier, so I am in a good mood to begin with because corned beef. That is a damn good reason to be in a good mood. Delicious corned beef and mayonnaise sandwiches. It is an absolutely glorious day. I'm looking out my window right now, and I can count the clouds that I can see. Let's count the clouds together. 0. Yep, that's about right. Just want to triple check. Yeah, the count is in fact 0. Hamilton puts me in a bad mood. You have 5, Hamish? I literally can't see a cloud in the sky. Oh wait, is that a cloud? That might be a cloud, or a bit that's just less blue. Never seen the country look as well as today. There's been plenty of days when it's looked this good. It's just like, it feels like it looks better when it's really warm and sunny and beautiful and there's not a cloud in the sky. He's alright. I just don't like him, Bradley. Like, even his personality, no. He just strikes me as arrogant and entitled. So that's only for you, Yuso? Aww. Dubliner hammering leash. Somehow I'm not surprised by that, I'm gonna be honest. Weather's amazing. Yes, it is, VB. It is absolutely glorious today. It's a good day for making hay in real life, I would imagine. It's just... all F1 drivers are arrogant. Yeah, but Hamilton is arrogant for a Formula 1 driver. That's my problem with Hamilton. Whew. Really hot and I don't like it. Happy Midsummer Day. Is it the 21st? It's the 24th. Midsummer's 3 days ago. Yuso. Your woodwork teacher's the leash captain? Well, you can shout at him... oh wait, school's over for the year. You can shout at him next year. Tell him, why did you lose against Dublin? You're crap. What? Get good, son. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. So I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Am I driving on the right side of the road or not right now? I don't know. The GA players and teachers. Yeah, I don't understand that. It's like a weird thing. I've never understood why so many GA inter-county players are teachers. But not a tractor. Well, a tractor with air conditioning, Hamish. Or like an open cab tractor, that'd be really nice. I would... I don't know this for sure, but I imagine that a lot of people who have old open cab tractors that they can do actual work with are bringing them out at the moment. And just making sure that they work because they want to just enjoy the sunshine. 3 months off a year pretty handy for training. Yeah, I'd imagine so. What actually is the Insanity Challenge? Put exclamation mark Insanity into chat. It's similar to the Sandy Bay Challenge, but I've taken it to an extreme. I have based it on Sandy Bay, I guess. But it's a lot more difficult. For one, you can see I'm using seasons. For two, my equipment's a lot smaller. And the fields I have are roughly about the same size in total. Thirdly, I'm not even allowed to use Giant's autoloaders. In Sandy Bay I can if I want to. I'll have to manually stack all of the bales forever. There we go. You did get it right the first time. Yes. No, you didn't. You put a space in. But yeah, you got it right the first time. Nightbot doesn't notice when there's a... Nightbot, if it sees a space, thinks you're trying to call exclamation mark space. I think. Or just exclamation mark, which I don't think is a command. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and throw money at your screens or something, and give me money. Because that's apparently the done thing on YouTube now, is to beg for money, hooray. One of your friends broke their side mower. How do you even break a side mower? Too much grasswork, bucko? Or are you actually heading off? You want money too? Everybody wants money. I could do with money just to buy a bloody fan because I'm roasting. But I won't actually be able to buy a fan because I'm saving up for FS19, Forza Horizon, Gearbox Blood. Okay, that kinda makes sense, I guess. I'm saving up for like 4 or 5 different games at the moment, so I can't even buy a fan because I want to put the money towards games. Video games. So this is the last field we actually need to mow. CD with the $5. Thank you. That was... Throwing your money at me was a joke, but thank you anyway. Want food? No, I literally had like a corned beef sandwich about an hour ago, so I'm quite good for the feedings. When I make a corned beef sandwich, it is pretty heavily corned beef. It is like a lot of corned beef. Hang on, hang on. I need to reply to Walshy and read this correctly.
Why don't you buy Pottinger single more? It's because I don't have money, Walshy. Look at the numbers. They're minus 25,000. I'm sorry.
There we go. You thought I'd forgotten that joke, didn't you guys? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm alright. Yeah, I'll be fine in about 5 minutes. I'll be fine. Whew. I'm alright. I'm not I'm not dying too much. Okay, I'm good now. I'm good now. I'm calm. Woosa! Woosa! He must be getting me. Yes, it is! Why no face cam? I'm slightly melting at the moment, Daniel. Because it's... Let me just check the outside temperature. I wish I had a thermometer in here so that I could check the inside temperature. Where is the... It's 21 degrees outside, which I don't believe. But it's significantly warmer in here. To the point where I'm starting to sweat already. Two hours later. I can't actually use those clips, by the way, from SpongeBob because they're copyrighted. I've tried it before and got content ID'd, and I don't want that happening during a stream. Hello, Irish gamer. Pretty sure you said hello like 6 times now, but hello. On this day, we are gathered here today to remember the collective ears of the RainbowDave gaming chat. Blown off in a horrific good joke when Dave got bored and replied to somebody in all caps. What do I think of Baling Craig? I don't like it. If I were to play Baling Craig, I'd need to like rebuild half the map. You need to rewind that. Brilliant. The funniest thing is, that's not the first time I've ever done that. Like, I have done that many, many times in the past. It's just that I intentionally kind of wait until people forget that joke. From time to time. Sometimes I'll do it and, like, people remember it from the last time. But sometimes I'll just kind of hold off for a while and wait for people to completely forget the joke. Then I'll do it again. Disgusting. Is it disgusting, Traff? I'm sorry if it's disgusting you. Did you? I think you so actually rewound. Please don't do it again. Don't do what again? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Hamish. See, it's more fun to do it when I don't have the face cam on, because nobody can see me moving the microphone down to right in front of my face. It's just out of nowhere, Dave is suddenly shouting. I should do time-lapse on my videos. I'm not Frithgar. I do time-lapse videos when I feel like I want to... Well, when I want to do time-lapse videos. Loud noises into the mic. Like this. Or like this. How did I hurt my hand? I hurt my hand clicking. That's mean hand. Tractor is a turning circle of an elephant. Elephants can turn like on their own axis. I love lamp. You thought I was gonna do it again.
Why did you think that?
See you, Hamish. I think I just tweaked one of the settings on my mic as well when I pulled it down that time. I should mention I'm now using my wheel to massage my right wrist because I figured that's quite good. Get money. What? You saw what? I'm sorry, I'm just in full troll mode today. I'm not even sorry, I'm just entertaining myself. Worst is the sharp pain you get in the top of your foot randomly. Stop stabbing yourself in the foot then, Daniel. I mean, if you want to stop the sharp pain you get in the top of your foot, stop stabbing yourself in the foot. That's a really easily solved problem. Why has Traff just linked me a YouTube video? It's about disgusting. Okay. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. We're going for, let's say 50 likes today. As my phone is going off so much because there's dancing across my desk. Ever so slowly. Don't play it out loud. I'll probably watch it on my PC after the stream. Because I don't like watching videos on my phone too much. There we go. Do I watch my own Why would I watch my own videos? Can I sing something? No, I'm not in the mood for singing today. Why would I watch my own videos? Like, I make sure that they work in Premiere and whatnot, but I don't watch them. I don't watch my own streams, other than, like, through OBS and then the live feed on YouTube. Here people doing it. Just think of how egocentric those people are. Hey, Dan. Like, how vain must you be to watch your own videos and streams religiously? Like, that's a level of bad that is unbelievable. How vain must you be to do that? Good lord. Or insecure, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of insecure people on YouTube who, like, it's painfully obvious to me that they're insecure, like the people who put their wife in every thumbnail they make because they know women get more clicks than the men, and faces get more clicks than no faces. So they put their wife's face with vaguely suggestive pictures at times in their thumbnails, so they'll get more clicks. That's just desperation. And like, no, don't. If your content can't stand up for itself, please just like think about your content first, and then maybe go with the horrifically bad clickbait. Where they got the John Deere Giants mod up? It's by Arm Team. It's the 1630 on there. Good thumbnails mean everything. You'd think so, but like some of the worst thumbnails I've seen are for some of the best videos I've seen. Because I sometimes click on videos that have horrifically bad thumbnails just to see, well, why is the thumbnail so bad? Is the video that bad that the person wants to actively discourage people from watching it? If so, why did they upload it in the first place? No, it's a really good video, they just didn't think that the thumbnail mattered. Sometimes, however, I will intentionally, like, if I'm borderline with the video, I'll make a bad thumbnail so it doesn't do well. Talking about clickbait, why do I care? Da, da, da. I care about likes and subs because I try and let my content speak for itself. The people who do clickbait try and let the thumbnails do their talking. And occasionally, and I see it so frequently, people with super clickbaity thumbnails don't particularly have good content. And I mean people who have like clickbaity thumbnails on a continuous basis, not just like one thumbnail here and there. Of course, people are misinterpreting what I'm talking about again, which is lovely. I will say, I'm not talking about what people thought I was talking about last night. I wasn't even talking about that last night. I was talking about it in general. I've always been of the opinion that clickbait, just stop it, please. Let's not argue over... There's no argument to be had. Clickbait is annoying. The end. That's kind of my point. Is like... Clickbait's annoying and I really strongly dislike it, and I don't like people who do it consistently. Doing it every so often is fine, in my eyes. Because I do it every so often. But, like, people who do it every video, it's like, no. No, are you that insecure about your content that you feel you need this clickbait to get views? Hello, Tino. My bet is safe for now. For now, yes. I get the feeling I will not win that bet. Is John's mod up on console? Yes, but John Deere isn't. It's lovely day. Yes, it is. It's too nice. It's too nice today. Too hot for me. Fat guy does not like hot day. There's a headline for you. Blubberman melts in hot day. Dan's just like, how hot is hot? 20 degrees Celsius. That's like 80 Fahrenheit or something like that. That's not hot. How come John Deere's not on it? Because Giants don't have a license for John Deere in FS17. The John Deere license is for FS19. The same with Class. There's no license for Class at all, so there's no John Deere on there's no Class on console. I'm not the only fat man that doesn't like hot weather. Yes, I don't think any fat man in the world does actually enjoys hot weather. Because I don't like being a sweaty blob. Okay, you do that. Weird more. I don't like being a sweaty fat blob. I just like being a fat blob. Whoop. There we go. You hate the... I love rain. It smells nice. It's quite... like, if it's a light rain, it's really relaxing. Hey, drum lover. How do you screenshot FS17? I press print screen. And that captures into the FS17 screenshots folder. If you're using Steam, you can also press F12 if you got the overlay enabled. It smells nice. Rain does smell nice. I'm not going to change my opinion about rain just because people are saying, oh my god, Dave, why? Rain releases like chemicals that are stored in the ground, and those chemicals smell nice. It's like scientifically proven. Can I do a video of my gaming setup? No. I don't see the point in doing it. It's a PC, a wheel, and 2 monitors, a microphone, and a joystick that I rarely use on stream. Although I do use it for the FSX videos. But you might be able to tell because it's creaky as all hell. So let's grab the wind drawer now, I think is the next. Where did I come up with my name? My friends called me Dave, and the rainbow is a bit of a joke. But it's a bit of an Easter egg what the rainbow means. That I find really funny. Messy room. My room is a bit untidy at the moment. I need to give it a quick blast tonight just to fix it up a bit. But it's not messy. It's not actually messy at the moment. Got a bunch of stuff I want to do tonight, actually. Ah, you Absolute git. Got pit maneuvered by a pickup truck. No, you don't. You're staying behind me, sir. Nice mowing. Thank you, Chris. I am aware that the John Deere is running low on fuel, by the way. After only 6 hours of working as well. Can I please stream iRacing sometime? Probably not on YouTube, Drumlover. Because I don't want my real name being on the channel too much. It is on the channel if you look it up. Or if you look in the right places. It is on the channel. But I don't want my real name being like streamed on YouTube or anything like that. Am I going to rake the fields that I mowed? Yes! I'm actually about to do that now, Irish Gamer. On Twitch? Maybe. Maybe. But I'm not particularly good at iRacing. It'd need to be like a week that I'm really confident with the track as well. Why did I put everything like in the way of everything else? You can sit by the feed mixer, because I'm not going to need the feed mixer for a while. Let's... Seeing as it's a lovely day in real life and in game, reasonably warm game, let's use the 135. We can turn up the in-game volume a bit now, because I'm not using the overly loud Deer that I still haven't fixed the sounds of. What's YouTube Premium? It's what used to be known as YouTube Red. They've rebranded it and changed it up a bit. Basically it's like, as far as it would change things for you, no ads ever. And it would like give me a bit more money than you watching ads would, which is comical. Like it's better for you, better for me, better for everybody involved. If people used YouTube Premium or YouTube Red or whatever you want to call it. It's really a bad day in Farmson. This is true. Do I know how Landy got the bale texture he has? What baler is Landy using, Army Assassin? Because I think he's... Isn't Landy using the baler from the straw add-on? Because that has like its own texture. Straw harvest add-on. Yeah, I thought so. Does this TED and rake at the same time? It can do, but I'm only going to be using it to rake. I'm going to use the hay bob to TED the grass afterwards. There we go. The reason I'm not tedding with this is because I do actually want to have two different pieces of equipment for tedding and windrowing. And unfortunately the windrowing hay bob is just too small. It just basically makes one of these windrows. Feels like a lifetime since making PC. Yeah, I like the hay bob, but the windrower is a bit kind of useless. The windrower version of it, I guess, is... I find a bit useless. It's just not wide enough to be of much use for me. Whew. Yeah, it's beautiful weather here, Michael. Really hot, so I'm just kind of keeping myself cool as much as I can. Because otherwise... Like, if I would... Well, you don't want to see what I look like right now. I'll put it that way. If I had the face cam on, you'd be seeing stuff that you don't want to see ever. Like me sweating. Like a pig. Someone wants to TED grass and leave it as... That's a bit pointless. That strikes me as extremely pointless. I like the end of them all. It was okay, but a bit of a letdown, seeing as Toyota won by 12 laps. And then Alonso came out during the week and said, "Oh, it was the greatest Le Mans victory of all time." No, no, Fernando. That's not how good victories work. Good victories are earned, not gifted. Yes, you were in the fastest car. Yes, you won the race. Yes, you had a 2-minute or something deficit at one point. But no, that was not a good race. Is this for hay? Yes, it is. And the reason I'm windrowing at first is because the hay bob is actually quite good at just heading windrows. So that's what I'm going to use it for. Now I have a question for you guys. And that question is, I'm going to ask you about this because I don't want to do this without getting permission first. Can I get the D1000 baler to make square hay bales and square straw bales? Because otherwise I will just be using round bales. Melting? Yes. Can I get like the D1000 or a low powered square baler? Mingar and Hamish say yes. This will involve me cheating money in, just so you're aware. In fact, I need to double check that. Number one, I've got the D1000 installed. Do I have the D1000 installed? I do not. I do, however, have the Welker, which I'm not going to use. Let's just get the D1000 installed because I need to check the power requirements of it. I need to check the power requirements of the D1000. So career, West Coast. D1000 I think is near the top, or is it near the bottom? I can never remember. I've got too many mods installed. There it is. I might not be able to use this. This is the problem. You have a 2, so you don't mind. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that when I was setting up, so I mean, this is just me trying to come up with a way of using different equipment. Oh, there's a lovely breeze coming in now. Keep breezing, breeze. Come on, keep it coming. So just load in with the D1000 activated, and we'll see how much luck we have, if we can use it, because that's going to be the big thing. Is like, if it's can we use the D1000? Requires 80 horsepower. Okay, 80 horsepower required. 75, 56, 47. 140. Let's give it a go at least. And there we go, get into 135 again. Tabbing is fine, by the way, if you're just getting to the tractor you were using last. You thought no money cheat. I did ask permission to do that. This was by permission of chat. By permission of the viewers. I was allowed to money cheat once and buy the D1000. Because I have money cheated a few times to get like smaller equipment, and ironically the D1000 will make smaller bales than the round baler. Baler doesn't work for seasons because of the bale size. That's fine by me. I have to keep the bales inside anyway, quick cubed. So whether or not the bales work with seasons doesn't actually matter. It's one of the strengths of this challenge is I can use mods that aren't technically seasons compatible. Especially balers, because the bales I'll be making will be kept inside at all times anyway. So it's not like I'm going to be making a million bales and just storing them all over the map. No, they all have to be inside. Have I PZ? Hey Bob, for tilling the grass? Yes, I do. Put those bales inside, then I'm good. Yep. Doesn't particularly matter the baler's not seasons compatible, or the bales aren't seasons compatible. It just matters that the bales will be kept inside. So even if they were seasons friendly, it wouldn't make a difference. Even when you put the bales inside, they still rot. Are you sure about that? Because from what I understand, if bales aren't seasons compatible, they should just stay forever, unless they're grass. .250 Ti, i7, 8700K. Why did I get 700K? That's incredibly powerful. Probably highest. 8 seasons, you made grass bales. 2 days later, they disappeared. Yes, because you made grass bales. There's your problem. Who's inside? Yes, but you made grass bales, not hay bales. Do a Cobra with hay bales. Oh, okay. Do I know anybody who can do seasons converts for bales? Might see if I can have a word with Racken about making these bales work. Traff, I will say you don't actually need a PC that powerful, like, ever. I'm just gonna put that out there. You don't actually need a powerful PC to do anything, ever. Yeah, you saw, I'm thinking the same thing. So are you guys trying to tell me BulletBill might be able to do it? I don't think Bill would. What I'll do is I'll do a test on another map and just see what happens with the... I'll make like a second version of this map with bigger equipment and just run a test with the D1000 making hay bales. And we'll I'll see what happens. I'll do that off camera and just do an off camera test, and which is rare that I do that anymore, but if you're saying the bales will just magically disappear, then yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Because I really want to use the D1000 in this on this map, but if it's not going to work because seasons, I'm just going to swap it out for, like, I guess the Massey Ferguson 5 square baler. See, anything that has default bale sizes is seasons compatible. I think yours is a bit wonky and not compatible because it's got custom bales, effectively. I do know, actually, CD, the Seasons guys, Realismus, released a patch for the... What was the one the BM modding brought? The Baler Rapper, the Chrome Optima, Optima, whatever. That is basically the code that you need to fix your bales. See what's on Acme? That's the code you're gonna need. So, like, I think it's on the mod hub. You might be able to find it on there, and that's basically what the Ultima. Yeah, there's the Seasons Ultima fix. That is what you need. It's like 2 lines or something to fix custom bales. Completely forgot that existed. You don't need to download the Ultima, you need to download the Ultima fix. So I'll actually be able to do it. I just realized that was a thing. Are some bales season compatible? Yes, they are somehow. Most bales are. It's just like the D1000, because it's using new bales that weren't there before. It's not technically Seasons compatible because Seasons doesn't automatically do it, and there's no code within the baler for it to be like, hey, these are actually bales, deal with them please. So not 90% of balers you get have the same XML. Something's different though. If the D1000 bales don't work with Seasons, I'll check it and I'll send you a message on Facebook, possibly later tonight. I might record me testing it, just for funsies. Because you get to see the ridiculous equipment I use when I'm testing. Like, I'll come onto this really small field with a big M and just blast around it a bit, enough to get one hay bale. And then just get like a I tend to use comedy equipment when I'm testing just to entertain myself. So I'll do a test later tonight and probably record it just for funsies. It's the size of the bales that are registered as new bales. Yes, that's the thing. And if it involves a tweak to Seasons, then I can probably tweak Seasons to do it as well. Because Seasons is a really well written mod. I have edited Seasons before. If you remember when I was using the months instead of like mid-late, early mid-late, summer, autumn, spring, winter. That was horrifically done, but I used to use months instead, and there was a tweak I could do to do that. And there are a few different tweaks that I've done to Seasons in the past. Mainly to activate debug controls and stuff. Now I don't have them active in this version, but I think I remember what I did. Also, this field looks really nice with the circle mold kind of pattern going on. I know that it's not the best. You just put the Ultima Fix in your mods folder. No, you need to manually edit the baler itself, Army Assassin. That's why I said I'll do the testing for it, because I know what I'm thinking of. I know what I think the fix is. But it's a case of testing, number one, does it actually work with Seasons in the first place? And number two, does the fix work with Seasons? Or does the fix need more tweaking? And that's going to be me working in Notepad++ for a couple hours and testing in GE, or testing in game, so I might record like a time lapse of that happening with no sound, just put music behind it. So you might get the time lapse that you want, and if I figure out how to get the D1000 working with Seasons, if it doesn't originally, then I will throw it into the description of the video and be like, hey, here's how to get the new 1000 working with seasons. Because, like, getting stuff to work with seasons is sometimes really easy, sometimes really hard. It's completely at random. Stay toned to Dave. Yes, stay toned for me. And Glengar, tell a bad joke and goodbye, Dave. See you, Hamish. Ultimate fix is not needed anymore. I believe it is because BM modding never fixed the Ultima. Although I haven't spoken to Racken about that. But if I were using the Ultima, I would still use the Ultima fix just to be on the safe side. What time am I planning to stop streaming? At about 7 o'clock, so in about 40 minutes. I will start finishing up the stream. And just start chilling. Quite literally for the night. I'll try and cool myself down. Even though I'm not... There's a nice breeze coming in through the window, so I'm not overly way too hot today. Your head hurts, so does mine. I'm getting a bit of a headache. Straight on Bale's work with seasons though. Probably because BM were sent the code to fix the Ultima. They never did, but they actually threw it into the straw add-on. Like, I don't know 100% what needs to be fixed or whatever. They patch seasons to make it work. Ah! However, the Ultimate fix would still be a thing for other balers. For balers like the D1000 that introduce new bale types, the Ultimate fix would still need to be a thing. And would still have the code required. Do silage bales rot in seasons? I don't think they do, Welshie boy. Don't take my word for it, but I don't think they do. Hello. Hello, Jose. Or Jose. Seeing as you're from Portugal. Ultimate fix is more for wrapping bales. Oh, it might be. I'll look through the code and stuff tonight and see what I can figure out. Where's the webcam? It's turned off because I'm way too hot today. Dehydrated if I've got a bad headache. Yeah, I probably am, Hamish, I'll be honest, but I do have some water set behind me. But a few Portuguese people in today. It's a bit of fun. Let's say something from Simulate. If you are in game or whatever, just come out of the stream real quick and let me know where you're watching from today. And while you're doing that, hit the like button if you haven't already. Kind of curious as to who's watching from where. Seems just to be for rap bells. Dang it! I tried. An attempt was made. It's Hamish. Yes, the only thing that's changed about your account is the colour of the H. Hamish. Watching from Finland, England, UK. SimracingDave being very precise there. Just the UK. Who's that? Tyler Parker, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. And hope I don't decide to bring my mic down again. Timbuktu, Sweden, Derbyshire. 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 Martin's hello neighbour. East Anglia, Suffolk. Very nice. Just for a bit of fun. Just for a bit of fun. Tell me about any place names near you that would get caught out by censors. Like, you know those automatic censorship programs online that like find swear words and block them no matter where they are? Like, I know Scunthorpe is a place because it's got an unfortunate word in the middle of it. Scunthorpe's a place that gets blocked. So does Muff in County Donegal. I think Termin Feckin does as well. Be watching after 11th of July in West Cork. Very nice. I love West Cork. Where exactly in West Cork, Hamish, if you don't mind me asking? Because I used to go on holiday to Skibbereen and Trugumna quite a lot as a young child. Tor Surland is from Norway, very nice. Perth in Scotland, very nice, Matty. Nob Hill, yeah. Nob Hill. It's not a nice very person. Thorpe. There's some really funny place names. Can't remember off the top of your head, but you'll be milking. Very nice indeed, Hamish. West Cork. Let me think. Places in West Cork associated with milk. Maybe Clonakilty. I mean, there's a lot of beef farms around there, even though Clonakilty's famous for the black and white puddings. Clonakilty does have quite a few cattle farms. Kilcock! I almost forgot about Kilcock. This is everybody's excuse to get around the blacklist and whatnot by just saying weird place names. 3 Scandinavians here. There was one day where the chat was entirely Swedish in before Huso. Like, literally everybody who was chatting was Swedish, and they all started talking in Swedish, and I was just sat here like, I have no idea what to say anymore. Sweden has invaded the chat and just taken over, and I'm just like, yes, that is definitely words, but not in a language I actually know. Please be nice to me, Sweden. Watch it by that came up for review again. Kilcock and County Kildare, yeah. You've got Bad Fart in Denmark. There's one place in Austria that I'm not actually going to say the name of because it is literally just a swear. But they had a really unfortunate problem of people stealing the sign and then doing things in front of the sign when they got one that couldn't be removed. Don't know much Swedish. I don't know any Swedish at all. I know, can I have the Swedish meatballs, please? And which one? Can you send me to IKEA? Where is IKEA? Hello, Ninja Monkey. How are you doing today? So I think we're doing pretty good on the whole getting the hay sorted front. Come to think of it, if... I'm just going to stop this again. If I can't use the D1000, could I use the MF5? It requires 85. I could use this, but like at 500 liters of bale, that's way, way, way too small. And I'll just have thousands of bales and give up. Shittered. Like, I don't want to make conventional bales just because I'm not allowed to auto-load. If I was allowed to auto-load, then I would make conventional bales. In fact, can I make an exception for conventional bales? Just because in real life you'd have somebody kind of throwing, like, you could have 2 or 3 people sorting out the bales on the trailers for you. You wouldn't actually have like a front loader doing it. It was a good show. Very nice. Slick Poo, Idaho. Try not to get too like crass with the weird place names, by the way, because like there's a couple that I can think of that I'm actually just not gonna say because they're so bad. D1000 will give me lots of bales. Yes, but I can at least use a front loader for them. Like the D1000 gives 2,500 litre bales, which means that every 8th bale I get an extra bale over what I would from a 4,000 litre baler. But every 8th bale I get, like, you know, double the amount of bales I would have got from a 4,000 litre baler, I guess. When I double up the number of bales I require in storage, I mean, the bales in storage are just like however many I feel I need to store. It's not like a minimum requirement of you can only have this many in storage. Just like, you can have as many as you want, but the minimum is 50 before you can start selling bales. Like with small bales, I probably want about 500 in storage before I even think about starting to sell some. We got one yes to being able to autoload only conventional bales. You would buy the big whale bones in West Cork. Big whale bones. That'll be done by whale bones. Wouldn't be done by Bantry, no. I don't know then. I actually think I know West Cork reasonably well, but like not well enough that I'd know by like, oh, there's big whale bones there. No, I don't know that. Landy was live on his other channel. What? Why was he live on his other channel? I think he was testing something or other. I'm almost surprised he hasn't done like a Twitch stream of some air hauler, because he's been. I've got him into air hauler again. I'm sure he hates me, but I've got him playing flight sim again. It was a 1-hour stream. What did he do? I'm curious. I'm not subscribed to a second channel. You don't know. Good. I think it might have been him trying to get people into his second channel. Just a bit. Maybe, I don't know. You just noticed. Fair enough. I'll talk to him about it later, no doubt. I know he probably won't be streaming on his main channel today. On a farm in real life. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Martin's photographs. This is good information for me. With about 20 cows, you need about 500 small hay bales as a minimum. Do you know what capacity those small hay bales are? Like what litre they are? Yeah, he does use his live channel to host old streams. Like, he puts all his stream archives up there. Hey, Jack. I was saying things are good. I'm a bit overly hot because it's literally a temperature beginning in 2, and I don't like that. 25 to 30 kilos. Okay. Glengar or somebody. Let's do some maths. We can actually maths this out. Because you can actually Google the density of the average small square bales. 15 to 20 kilos. Okay, that's sounds a bit more realistic. You can Google the average density of a small square bale, and then if you multiply that by 15 to 20 kilos, we'll say 17.5 just to be kind of in the middle, you can actually get the liters that the square bale is. So let me actually do this live on stream to prove that it's a thing. Density of a conventional square bale. There's a silage guide here. Is this gonna be ruined by... Okay. Okay, this is by Chagask. Density. Can I control F density? Density of silage within bales? No. Level of density achieved. This is all about silage. Is there any, like, number? No. Heston model 4600 B-line baler. Here we go. Oh, it's ruined. Forage for horses. That might have some information here. Okay, here we go. It is usually difficult to exceed 160 kilograms dry matter per meter cubed. Okay. So, 160 kilograms dry matter per meter cubed, which doesn't... Yes, it does. So if we go 160, which is for 1 meter cubed, divided by 17.5, which I said was the average. No, that doesn't make sense. Is it? Oh no, it's 160 multiplied by 17.5. Yeah, multiplied by 17.5. We get a value of 2,800 liters. Makes no sense. Yeah, I can't figure that maths out just at the moment, I guess. 50 by 20 centimeters. Oh, I can work it out from that for sure. 50 by 20 is 1,000. I have to do it in meters cubed. 0.5 by 0.2. 0.1 multiplied by 160. 16? Kilograms. I'm guessing. I don't know, I'll figure it out eventually. Oh, that'd be 0.1 meter cubed, which would be 100 liters per bale. Which means the small square bales coming out of the Welger are actually 4 times bigger than small square bales in real life. Which means you'd need 4 times less. So if you need 502 in real life, you'd need 500 divided by... Why has this got 4-wheel drive on? Why has this got forced 4-wheel drive on? Okay, this 2-wheel drive Massey Ferguson is 4-wheel drive and I can't change that. So you need about 125 bales, I make it, to have the equivalent. I'd need to hold 125 square bales, conventional square bales, to have the equivalent of 500 real life small square bales. Put on courseplay so it turns it off. Good call. I need to set courseplay up so that it turns off. Where's the setting for... There's a drive control... Oh, there we go. Just gonna grab the four-wheel drive course. Nope, that didn't help. Should be 125 bales. Yes, that's what I just worked out. Then I need 100 small straw bales. 1,000 in real life, so 250 in game. I'll just deal with it being four-wheel drive for a while. It'll be fine. It being four-wheel drive doesn't actually make a difference to how it behaves or how it uses fuel, so it's fine. Also, I'm inexplicably doing lines here because I screwed up and just... I'm just kind of covering it up here. No realism. This is why I always say, like, realism in farm sim comes at a cost, and that is playability, because if I was trying to be realistic, I'd have to reset the Massey so that it would force four-wheel drive off. And I'd then have to drive it back down here, try to teleport it back down here. Have I seen the Fendt 500 in the mod hub? Yes. Have I used it? No. I don't have any series where it'd fit at the moment. So, are we kind of in agreement that instead of the D1000, I'm going to use the Welger to make small square bales, and I'm going to be allowed to auto-load them because they're conventional bales? And in real life, you'd have somebody helping you actually load them up. Like, there is no person in real life who would go around manually stacking conventional square bales. I know that autoloaders are used in real life, some of them, but no autoload, but yes to baler. No, they go together. Baler and autoload go together. If I'm using the baler, I'm using autoload. There is no half and half. Because the other option there is I just use a round baler if the D1000 decides it doesn't want to work with seasons for some reason. But the muscle's working. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to do small bales and try and manually stack them. Like, I'm telling you guys that now, it's just not happening. Don't need muscle mode to lift conventionals. Yes, but I do need a lot more patience than I actually have. And then you guys have. Because if I were to do conventional bales, it would be like 6 streams in a row of me stacking bales. And when I was doing the silage, people were getting annoyed that I had like 3 or 4 streams in a row of doing silage. So, like, that's not gonna happen. What am I playing on? The West Coast. Let's fold this up. Like, I'm kind of looking at playability here and thinking small square bales are make it unplayable. To a certain extent. Hello, hard worker. Especially if I was to try and manually stack them, it's just like, no, that's not gonna happen. Whereas, at least the D1000 bales, yes, they're smaller than what are conventional bales in game, the 4,000 litre bales, but they're stackable with a front loader. Very easily. West Coast is a lovely map. Made better by seasons. I'm gonna be very honest. Like, every map that has seasons in it just looks amazing with seasons on, because the lighting is ever so slightly different. Like, this is default West Coast lighting now, because we're in the summer. But once you get into autumn and winter, you get to see the really cool lighting come back in. And, what am I playing on? Still the West Coast! It hasn't changed in the last 2 minutes, Sassy Wharf. See you, Hamish. I'm kind of glad that we're coming up towards the end of the stream, because then I'll get a chance to do the... No, if I go down... Yeah, if I go down this way, then it's going to be closer to Field 81, which is where I'm actually going. I'm not going to the pigs. No, that's... Yeah, this is where I want to go. Hey, Spexy Sheet says between 12 and 35 kilos, depending on beta model. The maths I worked out says there would be about 16 kilos per bale on average. So that makes sense, 1174. That actually falls within the average of my maths. This is why maths is handy in real life, by the way. It's like you can work things out based on some information. I don't do it much on stream, but sometimes I just feel like, I wonder how this works out mathematically. Like, what do the numbers say about me trying to do this really silly thing that I probably shouldn't do? Because bear in mind, and this is important for why I'm not going to do conventional square bales, all of the straw will have to be baled, and I've got 2 full fields of that. So that's just not an option with conventionals and no auto load. Whereas with the D1000, I could at least like stack the bales with the load all. It's been quite a while since you've been here. Yes, it probably has, Sam, because I can't remember you. Actually, here's a question. Because I've just realised I'm not allowed to use auto stackers. Does anybody know, and this is a very cheeky question, does anybody know of a bale accumulator for conventional square bales? Where it will give you the, like 6x6 or 9x9 of square, I think it's 6x6. Or 6x2. Or 3 or 4x2, like the little blocks of square bales that you can lift with a bale grab. Does anybody know of any one of those in existence for Farm Sim that are like publicly available? Because I've seen a couple on Facebook groups, and I have no doubt that they're private. But does anybody know of one that is like publicly out there? Because if I had one of those, I could at least use the load all and swap out the bale spike for a bale grab. Not seen any, and no, say the 2 people who are most likely to know where they are. Nuts! Ah, that's annoying. Some mod that's missing from Farm Sim, I think. A bale accumulator. You've seen Frithgar using one. That doesn't mean it's public. Frithgar has a habit of using private mods, which irritates the crap out of me. In fact, a lot of Farm Sim YouTubers have this habit. And while I'm using... I will admit, this 135 is actually private. This is an edit that Nathan did. This is a private 135. You wouldn't know it by looking at it, but it is. And the few private mods that I do use are at least subtle. Like I'm not going to use a private mod that is just a new thing that isn't in the game normally, or that you can't get. You can get basically this 135. The only difference between this 135 and the one that you can download from Peter J is this one I can put a front loader on if I really, really want to. That's literally the only difference. I think I can put a cab on this. Will I be using the hay bob tonight? I don't know, Walshy boy. It's looking like a no, but I don't know how long it'll take me to do this field. Use a beta commuter in real life? Yeah, but is there one for Farm Sim, Tino? You might know. You tend to find your way to some weird mod sites. I can Google this later, but I'm asking now to make my job a bit easier. Because if I can find one, then I will do conventional bales and a bale grab. And I will just cheat in the bale grab. Or maybe use the money from the D1000 for the grab and the accumulator. Because I think it'd be kind of cool to have like conventional square bales on this map. Because I keep calling for them and I rarely use them because it's such a pain to work with. You've seen one on Facebook. Have you seen a link to it, Tino? If so, could you send me the link on Discord? The bale grab from Stradon would actually work with small squares. Like a whip one. Ah, it's whip. Nuts. So the red beta call that I use. The conventional square beta, that's Lily Welger. It's probably private, more than likely. I may have to bite the bullet and go on ScumHub and see if I can find one on there. Because I want one that badly. But like, this series is basically me using mods that I normally wouldn't, effectively. And using websites that I normally wouldn't. So there's an accumulator in Stradon. There's an accumulator in Stradon, which I think I've got activated. I don't have Stradon activated. Good. Oh, for the back of the square better, yes! That's gonna be kind of end game for me with this map, is like the bale accumulator from Stradon. Because that will be just incredibly useful. But for now I'm looking for one for like conventional bales. But you at least know what I'm talking about, is like something that just lays out bales nicely so they're a bit easier to grab and pick up. But if we don't know where there is one, we can rule out where there isn't one, and that is Giants Mod Hub, FSUK, Mod Hoster for the most part. And I'll be going on to probably some dodgy sites later tonight looking. There's also one for the Hestons. Yes, there is. And there's one for the the default in-game ones as well. Like, I'd count that as an auto stacker though, the 4-stack. Black Sheep I think made it. No, did Arm make it? Who came out with the Hestons? It was Arm Team made it, to go with their Heston balers. But yeah, there is one for Hestons as well. But that's more of an auto stacker than an accumulator. Quad stack, yeah, that's I'd call that an auto stacker, to be honest. Like, I'd count that as against the rules of this challenger, against the, I guess against the intention of the rules. Because the intention is that I don't have like magic stacks in the field. A bale accumulator isn't really against the intentions because I still have to stack the bales. It's just that they're laid out nicely to be stacked. Whereas the 4-stack and the quadra-stack, they both stack bales, which that's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah, you can get a welder that like unloads directly into a trailer, but that trailer is actually an auto stacker, Glengar. I know which one you're on about. It's on Marhu's website. That's actually an auto stack trailer. So it's not something that I would use here. Seeing as people have decided I can't use auto stack. When will I be ending the stream? In about 5 minutes time we'll be ending the stream, so we probably won't get to telling today. You can turn off auto load, yes, but the bales will just plop out the back of the trailer, is the problem, Dengar. That trailer doesn't actually have collisions. I've tried it. It literally doesn't work without auto stack turned on. Which is a real shame. I've actually done that testing already because I wanted to use it with no auto stack, but no, it just doesn't work. See you, Glengar. I'll be going in a minute myself. Because the breeze has stopped and I'm really starting to overheat. And it's getting up to 7 o'clock as well, which is the time that I normally end the stream. How many likes are we on, by the way, guys? Could you just, like, look real quick down at the bottom of the player and tell me how many likes we're on? Because I can't see it on my end. Which is really annoying. That's something that should, I think, be in the dashboard, is how many likes we're on. 43, we're only 7 away from the like goal. Come on, guys, you can do it. We can hit 50 likes, easy. Easy peasy. There's 40 people here, we need 7 likes. 45. We need 5 more likes. There, maths. I've done actual maths, now my brain can't deal with basic maths. I'm gonna continue until we got the windrowing done today, regardless of what time we finish it at. Just because that way, next time, which might well be tomorrow, and I don't know if I want to continue Sandy Bay and have the two challenges going side by side. Next time what we'll do is we'll TED up and I'll have a baler decision made for finally, or for the hay and straw, whether it's making more round bales, whether it's some description of square bale, or whether I find something that I can use with conventionals. I'll have a decision made probably by tomorrow. I'll do testing on the D1000 tonight. I'll look for a small bale accumulator tonight. I'll look for a few different things tonight that I feel fit within the rules. Which, seeing as I made the rules, I can kind of make those decisions myself. 53 likes, awesome, guys. Thank you very, very much. That said, I feel like using an auto stacker for small squares is something that I didn't even think about when I made the rules. The Diabolical Waffle. That is an amazing name. If that's the guy that made the song, or the name of the song, I don't know, but it's amazing either way. Guessing Landy's not streaming. No, he said so. Yes, was it yesterday? He said he wasn't going to stream today. I think he's spending a bit of time with Jess and doing stuff. Sunday tends to be the day they do stuff over in Canada, so he's probably like outside doing something, or inside doing something, or in the middle doing something today. So don't expect to see him streaming on Sundays when he's in Canada. I wouldn't be too surprised, in fact, if he's actually recording. Where's Nightbot tonight? Immediately below your message, Michael. Right, that's the windrowing done. Let's get this back to the yard and bang on time. 30 seconds after I was supposed to finish, we finished the windrowing. So we'll get this back to the yard and then we'll call it a stream. While I'm driving back, I will let you guys know to subscribe if you really enjoyed and you haven't done so yet. To like if you really enjoyed and you haven't done so yet. Don't bother sharing the stream, we're finishing up. I'll put up I think I've got like 2 streams ready to go that are like in my list that I forgot to put live. I'll put them live tonight and tomorrow morning. I don't want to record a video for tomorrow morning because I want to try and sort out the bail situation on this map tonight and have a decision made for tomorrow for the stream. If you haven't done so yet, hit my channel page, go watch the iRacing video from this morning. It shows that I can actually drive. It is video evidence of me actually being able to drive. Because some people don't believe that I can. A lot of people like to think that I can't drive, and no, it's just kind of a thing that happens in Farm Sim because there's zero force feedback, and I don't know exactly how much or how little I need to turn the wheel at any given time. Whereas in iRacing, I've got force feedback. I've got, you know, stuff that's pushing on the wheel in both directions so that I know exactly what's going on. And I can feel like when the car's unloading itself and when it's unsettled, I can feel the wheel going light and know that I need to be a bit careful and be a bit cautious with how how my inputs are. So that's probably going to be the only iRacing video I put up this week. I might put one up next week from next week's track. The track swap on Monday. Or tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow night at, well, Tuesday morning at 1 AM. And next week's track for the Skip Barbers is the Nürburgring Nordschleife for 3 laps. So the race I put up today was 16 laps. You allowed to collect gold nuggets? Yes, I haven't put a rule against that. You can do that if you want, Walshy. The race I put up today was 16 laps and took 28-ish minutes. Next week's race is 3 laps and will take about 24. Judging by the laps times I was doing in testing, and I still haven't got a clean lap in yet. You did already? You can collect the nuggets if you want. I'm probably not going to because I don't like the nugget idea. If things are going really south after I've got the harvest done, then yes, I will collect the nuggets and just take the million and start playing this as a normal game. But with the same rules in effect, like it will still be the Insanity Challenge. It's just that I'll have got $1 million out of nowhere and have 400,000 to spend or 600,000 to spend on equipment and whatever. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and all that nonsense. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching the Insanity Challenge on the West Coast. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to be back on this because I don't know if I want to continue the Sandy Bay Challenge because it's basically all grasswork now. I've broken it because I made the rules in such a bad way. I've basically made Sandy Baby just a silage map that I don't like. This is a nice general map. And Lone Oak's coming hopefully next week or soon, and I've got a few ideas for that I'm going to decide on which one I go with the day that I start doing Lone Oak content. Tomorrow we'll be doing some tedding with the little Hey Bob. But until then, stay safe. And goodbye.